With everything going up in price right now all across the world, I want to help you find ways that you can make extra money, whether that's making money from home or going out and making an extra little bit of money. I want to give you 20 different ways that you can make extra money starting today. Hi, my name is Rachel. I'm a solo mum to one, and on this channel I like to talk about budgeting, saving money, frugal living, and anything that's going to help you in the world that we live in today. So if you like that kind of thing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I have 20 different ways that you can make money. Some of them are online at home and some of them that you actually need to go out for, depending on your situation and depending on what you feel comfortable doing. But let's get started with number one is doing online surveys. Now, online surveys do not bring in a lot of money. You are not going to get rich doing an online survey. However, it can bring in a little bit of extra cash. There are some online surveys that are really good and can pay you good money. I know Prolific is one of them, but I also know there is a waiting list for that as well, which I am currently on. So I'm waiting to hopefully get onto Prolific because I've heard that they do pay out quite a good amount of money. But there are other ones that you can do some in your spare time, when you're waiting in the car for your children to come out of school, when you're sat there rather than scrolling on social media, you can do a quick online survey. They don't pay much. Some of them only pay like 30p for a 15-minute survey, and some you can actually do quite a lot of the survey and then all of a sudden they'll say that you're not suitable for. So it can be hit and miss, but if you want an extra 10 quid here or there, it's worth giving it a go. If you do online surveys, do let me know which ones you do that do give out quite a good amount of money or vouchers or anything like that. Do drop them in the comment box below because I would love to know. The next thing that you could do is become a mystery shopper. Now, this is something that I am starting to look into doing more, especially around the holiday season. So there are a few apps that you can download and sign up to, and when you're on your weekly outings doing some shopping, especially around this time of year, just look on the app and see if you need to go into any particular store. There'll be some tasks that you need to do. Once you've done it, you give them the information that they need and you send it off and you let them know that you've done it, and then you can get some money back. I know that sometimes this money can just be a couple of quid, like £2 or £3 here or there, but I know that some of them can do £15 if you go into certain stores. So if you do 2 or 3 of them a day and you're getting £15, it's an extra £45 in your pocket, and that's an extra Christmas present, especially if you're trying to do it around Christmas. So becoming a mystery shopper is something that I am going to be starting doing in the next couple of weeks. I'll let you know how it goes, but if you do mystery shopping, do let me know in the comments the apps that you use and whether or not you feel that it's beneficial. The third thing that you can do to make money is to resell items. Now, to start with, when it comes to reselling, you can just look around your own home and see what you no longer need or you no longer wear, that is just sat there gathering dust for another day, but that other day never comes. It's starting to put those things on Facebook Marketplace, on eBay, on Vinted, and actually sell them for some extra cash in your pocket. If that goes well and you sell everything else in the house, the kids even think they're going to be next, as Dave Ramsey says, then maybe you need to start looking at reselling. So go into a charity shop, go into a car boot, buying bundles of clothes from Facebook Marketplace, seeing what's good, what's not, and then reselling them all for a profit back on Facebook or on eBay or on Vinted. So a lot of people just want to get rid of clothes, so they sell it as a bundle. Therefore, that gives you opportunity to buy that bundle, look through it all and resell it on for profit. But to start with, just start with the things that you've already got in your own home. Number 4 is to rent out items that you own. So if you have a drive or you have a particular parking space in your area that you don't use throughout the day or that you're not going to use for a little while, maybe you're going on holiday, you can rent out that parking space. So if you've got an event, a massive event that's happening in your local area and you live close by to this event, maybe you can rent out a parking space if you have one. You could also rent out a room in your house if you've got a spare room. You can rent out your house if you go through all the legal documents, I guess that are called. If you wanted to do that, it's not something that I particularly do, but I know that I have neighbours that rent out their house every now and again for certain things. If you're going to rent out your house for like Airbnb just for a week while you're on holiday and you want to make that extra money, then look into it a lot further because I don't know much about it, but it is something that you could do. Also, if you have any camping sets or camping kits, if you like to go camping, you're not going to use it every single week of the year or every single week of the summer. Maybe you can look into renting out your camping kit. You could ask for a deposit. Once you get all of your camping stuff back, you go through it all, check it's all okay. Everything's still absolutely fine. You give the deposit back. If it's not, you keep the deposit to replace it. Again, these are things that you can look more into, but it's definitely an option for you. Number 5 is childminding or babysitting. So if you're already a stay-at-home mum, maybe you can do a little bit of childminding while you're looking after your own children, or maybe if you don't have any children yet but you would like a way of making extra money, maybe you can go and do some babysitting jobs, making sure that you've got all the right DBS to make sure that you are cleared to look after children. Put some adverts out on Facebook or anywhere like that, and you're going to be able to get some little babysitting jobs or even childminding jobs. If you're already a stay-at-home mum, it's definitely an option you could look into. Which leads me nicely on to number 6, which is pet sitting and dog walking. Now, I personally would love to do dog walking, but I only love to do it in the summer because I don't like going out in the cold. So dog walking for me is not an option. However, pet sitting, now that Toby has sadly passed away, it is something that maybe I'm going to look into starting in the spring, summer of next year, is to actually do some pet sitting where the dog comes to my house, making sure I've got all my insurance and all my checks, making sure that the dog is child friendly because obviously I've got my son with me, and I could do some dog sitting for a week or a weekend. I'm bringing in that extra little bit of money because I'm a big dog lover. I've had dogs all my life. I know how to handle dogs, but I will make sure that I've got the proper checks in place before I go into doing that. Number 7 is to sell any handmade, homemade gifts that you can make. Are you a crafty person? Do you like making cards? Do you like making candles or soap? Are you good at baking? Can you sell your baked goods? Anything like that. If you are good at making something, if you sit there on an evening and you're making loads of Christmas cards or birthday cards or hand making gifts, maybe you can sell them on places like Facebook, like Etsy, on Vinted even. Maybe selling your handmade gifts is going to bring in a few extra pounds, maybe even a couple of £100 a month. Number 8 is becoming a virtual assistant. So this is something that I have dabbled in the past, but other things kind of took over, where if you're good at admin, if you're good at calendar organising and you're good at doing all that kind of stuff, you can stay at home. You can go to local businesses, small businesses who want to focus on the actual business side of it but doesn't like doing all the admin, doesn't like doing social media, doesn't like doing emails, and you can take that on. There is a lot of money to be made in virtual assistant if that is something you want to do, and you can be very specific with the kind of people you work with. So if you only want to work with dog walkers or pet sitters, or you only want to work with people that make cakes and do their own baked goods, they want to focus on making the cakes. Therefore, you can do all the back end stuff. If you're good at doing anything like that or good at doing social media, you can take that off their shoulders and you can do it instead. And there can be a lot of money made if that is something you want to do. Number 9 is photography. You don't need these big massive fancy cameras now to be really good at photography. Our iPhones, our smartphones are just as good to take some really good photos. So if you like photography, if you go out on nature walks, if you're taking your child out to the local park, make sure that you are looking at where you could capture some photos. You can sell them as stock photos on, I think it's Shutterstock and things like that, and you can sell your photos for a profit. So if you're already going out and about and you're taking photos of your dog, of nature or anything else, you can actually resell them to make a little bit of a profit for yourself. Number 10 is food delivery. So if you're quite happy driving around and delivering food, or it can be a supermarket delivery driver or an Uber Eats delivery driver, it can bring in quite a lot of money. You can work your own hours as well, I think, or you can just do it as and when you want to do it. It's going to bring in a little bit of extra money if you're happy to go out, maybe when the kids are at school, or go out on a weekend when you haven't got your children, if you're a single parent like me, and just bring in that extra little bit of money. Number 11 is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing isn't that hard, but it can take a little bit of a learning curve to go through. So a lot of people say it's like really easy to do, and I guess it can be, but if you're not very a technical person, it is worth looking into how to do it and making sure you've got all your information. Now, you can buy courses on affiliate marketing, or you can do it completely for free and go to places like Allison.com. I will link them in the description box below for you. They do free courses on lots of different things for you to learn a new skill, and affiliate marketing is also in there. You can also go to other places like Centre of Excellence. They do a course in affiliate marketing and it's about £30 for the course. Or if you literally have no budget whatsoever, go onto YouTube, type it in, step by step for beginners, affiliate marketing, and just watch a few videos until one of them connects with you and you know what you're doing, and therefore you'll be able to learn affiliate marketing. And there is a possibility of earning quite a lot of money by doing that. Number 12 is becoming an online customer service. So if you like dealing with customers, you like customer service, it's something that you have trained in your job that you do now or a job that you've done previously, you can do it all online. So when you go onto some websites and they've got that little box and it says, can I help? You can be that other person that can help them do that. You don't actually have to talk to anybody. You can sit on your sofa with the laptop up and watching a movie or something, or the kids have gone to sleep, and you can log in and you can start becoming an online customer service person. It's something easy for you to do. Again, do your research on it before you jump straight in. But online customer service can bring in a little bit of extra cash for you to help with top-ups or anything else you may need it for. Number 13 is become a tutor. Now, you don't necessarily need to be a teacher to do online tutoring. You can just pick a skill that you are really good at. You can also teach English to third world countries, to non-speaking English countries. You can actually go online and you can teach English to other countries. However, I will say that this is something I looked into previously, and sometimes the hours aren't always great, so you will have to get up really early in the morning because of the time difference in the different countries. So if you're happy to do that, if that's something that you would be quite willing to do, looking into doing online tutoring can actually bring in quite a bit of money. Number 14 is to become a transcriber. So as you see, a lot of people on YouTube, like I am, a lot of people read the subtitles if they're on the train or on the bus and they don't have their headphones or something. They can actually read all the subtitles instead of actually listening to me. So you can get someone to be a transcriber and they can take all your words and they can add the subtitles in. So if that's something that you could do that. If somebody is doing an audio book or a podcast, you can turn that into a transcript. So if you are really good at typing as people speak, looking into doing some transcribing work would be really, really beneficial for you. You can add your details onto places like Fiverr or Upwork and you can get jobs that way. Which leads me nicely into number 15, which is proofreading and editing. So my sister-in-law is really, really good at this. I remember I had to send her a few emails when I was in my court battle with my ex-husband, and she always read through my emails and she made it sound a lot better than I could. So if you are really good at proofreading, if you are really good at editing things, if that's kind of your niche, if that's something that you feel that you're really good at, you can actually proofread people's books. You can proofread their documents. You could just be a proofreader for any kind of written word. Just again, add your details onto Upwork or Fiverr and you'll be able to become a proofreader and edit for other people. I don't know how much money that actually brings in, but it will bring you an extra little bit of money in to help top up your general income. Number 16 is becoming a freelancer. Now this can be in many different ways. You could be a freelancer in graphic design, you can be a freelancer in writing, you can be a freelancer in editing if you wanted to do something along those lines. Therefore, you're not stuck in one job. Again, Fiverr, Upwork, put everything on there and you can become a freelancer where you're writing blog posts about a certain subject. If you're good at graphic design, you could put your details up and people can hire you to do graphics for YouTube, for their podcast, for their business in some way. And people will pay you to do that because that is a skill that they are not particularly strong at. And if you are strong at those kind of things, then maybe that's something that you can bring extra money in. It's working from home. You don't really have to deal with people face to face. It's usually done through emails or over the phone if that's what you prefer to do. And you can make extra money by being a freelancer writer, graphic designer, editor, or some other freelancer. Again, this one leads me nicely into number 17, which is becoming a blogger. So I am actually writing my blog at the moment. I'm hoping to launch it in January 2025. I wanted to launch it before Christmas, but unfortunately time just got away from me. So I'm working really hard to get my new blog launched in 2025. So if you'd like writing, if you'd like to share your ideas but you don't particularly want to do a YouTube video, you can actually start a blog, and you can do this on WordPress, or you can do it on system.io, which is something that I'm doing. And system.io is completely free. Can do a blog completely for free. It's very easy setup. You can add everything on there. And if you'd like to start with system.io, I have a link in the description box below where you can start your own store, your own blog, your own affiliate marketing page, or anything else you want to do. It's a great site to start with, especially if you are a complete beginner. My blog will be on system.io. So again, if you are interested in blogging and you have something to share that you want to put out into the world, money can be made from it, but it can take a while to build up to it. Blogging is for the long-term gain, but the only way you're going to get to the long-term gain is to start today. So if blogging is something you want to do, get started right now and check out that link. And number 18 is YouTube. Now, obviously I'm a YouTuber now. I'm not a full-time YouTuber, but I am making money from YouTube now. You need to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time to be able to monetize your channel. But there are other ways that you can bring money in, not just by the Google AdSense and the monetization from YouTube. You can do affiliate marketing, you can sell your own product, you can get sponsored, you can get brand deals. There's lots of different ways that you can make money from YouTube, and not just from the Google AdSense and the YouTube monetization. So again, the thing is with YouTube, it is in the long game. So sometimes it can happen overnight for you if you've got a particular niche and you're very good at YouTube and you're very good at putting across to people and helping people and giving value to people in a way that people connect with you. You can build a YouTube channel very quickly. For other people, it takes a little bit of a while to build. I have found during my journey, I started just throwing something out there and seeing what sticks. I'm starting to see what sticks for me now, and I'm sticking with that particular niche. I'm running with it. So as you'll see more on my channel, there's more frugal living tips, budgeting tips, saving money. That seems to help people, which is the ultimate goal of mine, is to help other people. And if I am really good at budgeting and saving and giving frugal living tips and hints and tricks that I have learned from my own mother and from things that I've learned just online in general, I want to share them to be able to help other people. So finding a particular niche is really good, but I also know some mum bloggers that just talk about mum life and talk about other things, and it works well for them. So YouTube again is for the long term, but it can bring so much potential and so much earning potential as well. So if that's something you want to do, go for it. Make your first video. Your first video will be absolutely rubbish. It'll be shockingly bad, but just do it anyway, because every time you do it, you're going to get better and better. And number 19 is print on demand. Print on demand is where you can design your own clothing range, you can design phone cases, and basically you design it, you upload it to places like Printify or Gelato, or there's many other print on demand services. You then put your designs onto places like Etsy or your own store like Standstore or on system.io. And when someone buys your particular design, the company such as Printify will actually make that design and they will ship it to your customer. So you don't have to do anything like that. All you're doing is designing the product, uploading it onto places like Printify and uploading it onto your store or places like Etsy, and then finding ways to drive traffic to it so that people buy it. And then Printify will actually make the product and they'll ship it off. So you have nothing that you need to do that end. You haven't got to store anything. You haven't got to have anything in your home and trying to get rid of all these t-shirts. If no one buys it, you haven't lost any money. If someone buys it, you make a little bit of money from it. So if you want to do print on demand and you'd like me to do a further video into print on demand and how it works, do let me know in the comment box below. If not, do your own research, check out a few YouTube videos and make sure that you're learning everything that you can so that you can make money from it. Sometimes you can make a lot of money from it if you're very persistent and that you know what you're doing, and other times it can be a little bit flat. So making sure that you know what you're doing, making sure you're doing your own research, print on demand can be a very successful business to have. And finally, Amazon. There are so many ways you can make money from Amazon. You can actually create your own journals, your own colouring books, your own books, and you can publish it on Amazon KDP, which stands for Kindle Direct Publishing. This is something that I am currently in the middle of doing as well, by designing my own colouring books and my own journals and adding it onto KDP. I'm not quite there yet, but it is something that I'm in the process of learning and actually creating myself. You could also do FBA or FDA, I can't remember, I'll put a word up here, where you actually buy products in and then you sell them on. You can do it from Amazon Audible. You can actually deliver products for Amazon. You can buy books and then resell books. So when you're buying books from Amazon, you can buy it new or buy it used. You can be one of those used people. That sounds really bad, but you can be one of those people that people are buying the used books from you, and you can do that by going to charity shops, buying books that are in really good condition and then listing them up onto Amazon as well. So there's many ways that you can make money from Amazon. If you would like me to do another video purely on how to make money with Amazon, do let me know in the comment box below, and I'll make sure I get that to you in the early of 2025, because obviously Christmas content is fast coming. So if you would like me to make a video on Amazon and all the ways that you can make money from it, do let me know in the comment box below. So that is my 20 ways that you can make extra money, whether you want to do it at home or whether you want to go out and about. There are many more ways that you can make extra money. If you would like me to do a part 2, again, let me know. But if you know any other ways that people can make money from home or just as a little side hustle on top of their normal regular income, do drop those comments and those ideas down below as well, to not just help me but to also help other people. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you got value from this. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos from me. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a good morning, good day or good evening, and I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.